The notice requirements provided for in the Open Public Meeting Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given by transmission to the Asbury Park Press, the Middletown Sun, and Two River Times, and by posting in the Middletown Township Municipal Building and filing with the Township Clerk, all on January 5th, 2023. Committeeman Clark.
Here.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Here.
Committeeman Sedembrino.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Here.
Mayor Perry.
Here.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, justice.
I'd like to ask for a moment of silence to honor the troops serving worldwide, defending our constitutions, freedoms, and way of life. Thank you. First item on tonight's agenda, we have Certificate of Appreciations and Proclamations. First, we have proclamation recognizing February 2023 as Black History Month in the Township of Middletown. Second, we have a proclamation recognizing February 2023 as Children's Dental Health Month in the Township of Middletown. And third, a proclamation recognizing January 23rd through the 27th, 2023 as Great Kindness Challenge in the Township of Middletown. At this time, I would like to ask the committee to adopt the consent agenda that would include Resolution 2366 through 2383.
Just before me. Is that included?
That's including a last minute adding the memorandum of agreement.
Okay. Sure that got added.
That became 2383.
I'm sorry?
That became Resolution 2383.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Okay. Motion to approve.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedembrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Okay, at this time, we have our discussion items. The first item up for discussion would be the recreation fees.
Tony, you holding that one? Yeah, we're holding that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Karen.
That's okay.
Late decision.
Are we doing the rental registration?
Yeah, so, everyone's aware, legislature passed a bill that requires, legislature passed a bill that requires that there be a registry on all rental properties and all businesses in the community to verify that they all have a minimum amount of liability insurance on their properties. And so towns are authorized to pass an ordinance to establish a fee schedule for those various uses. And again, the idea is that it occurred when damage happens to a property, particularly rental properties, and then damage happens to a neighboring property, and it turns out the owner didn't have insurance. And then it's a problem for getting things repaired and getting people's private property restored to them, things like that. So it just requires, so we would have to have a staff person, and we already have that position in place to, well, it will be soon in place, to begin that registry. So they will be reaching out to all rental property owners and businesses in town. I was drafting an ordinance to send to you, which, and all the fees are nominal. They're $20, $25, $15, because, you know, we don't want to be a burden on these property owners either, but it's just to keep this registry in place. And each year we have to verify that all of those businesses and residential property owners have maintained and re-upped their insurance. And that will also go in conjunction. If you remember last year, we passed an ordinance regarding a vacant or abandoned property registry. So we will have a staff person who will be assigned, same person will be assigned to do both of those things, keep the abandoned property registry in place. Anyone who owns an abandoned property, typically it's banks and financial institutions, mortgage companies, they have to register and pay an annual fee to the township. And the fee increases the longer the property stays on their books and stays abandoned. So hopefully the next meeting we'll be introducing an ordinance. That ordinance is already done, but the rental property one hopefully will be introduced at the next meeting.
So this
Yeah.
fee schedule is set by,
We can set the fee schedule ourselves.
we can set it.
Yes.
Is there, so I assume, does the state, within the legislation that was signed into law, does that set minimums or maximums?
As usual with the state, they don't give you much guidance. It
Perfect.
just says a reasonable fee to cover your administrative costs. And that's the idea.
And so that was my next question was, is the administrative fees that I assume we're going to figure out and calculate how to cover the entirety of the cost of the expenses that we're incurring
Yes.
by these fees?
Yeah. definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions about this? Okay, all right, thank you, Tone. Okay, Karen?
Okay, at this time, we have Township Committee comments.
All right, Committeeman Clark,
I have none at this time.
Committeeman Sedambrino,
None at this time, Mayor. Thank you.
Committeewoman Kratz.
I'll be brief, Mayor.
Okay,
So just wanted to say congratulations to our graduates, our fall class, the 2022 graduates from our fire academy. Had the pleasure of attending and so proud of all of them, and we thank them for their service. And also to our fifth graders who are headed to Thompson, who graduated our program from Project Plus this week, our peer leadership and alcohol and drug prevention program. We had 120 students signed up for both Tuesday and Wednesday evenings, and it was quite something. So thank all of them and appreciate all of the support by their parents and the kids themselves, 7 weeks. So it was a great event. So that's all. Thank you, Mayor.
thank you, Committeewoman Kratz. Deputy Mayor.
And hold my comments.
Okay. The only comment I have, I would just ask if everyone could please rise for just a quick moment of silence. Last week, a councilwoman, Eunice Dwanfor from Sayreville, who was elected in 2021, was assassinated outside of her house. And it was an absolute tragedy to see. So I would just ask that this body pause for a moment and reflect on her memory. All right, thank you all very much. Our prayers go out to her family and the Sayreville community for such a horrific tragedy that occurred. All right, with that, I'm going to open it up for public comment. Any member of the public wishing to make a public comment can come right up. Joe's going to bring up the microphone in a second. Just ask that you state your name and address for the record. Ask that you keep your comments to 5 minutes. At 4 minutes, I'll let you know that you have 1 minute remaining. With that being said, any member of the public wishing to make a public comment? Yeah, John.
John Spinelli, 91 Burlington Avenue. I just had a question about the ordinance last year about, I think it's a great idea about police in schools. So I was just thinking about it. Is there any way that we could ask Chief Weber if police could check up on like St. Mary's, St. Leo's, CBA, like the private schools in town, just the.
Well, I believe St. Mary's has an armed security guard
Oh, they do?
at their school already. I don't know off the top of my head if CBA or St. Leo's does.
Or Oak Hill, you know.
Yeah, Oak Hill.
We reached out to all those schools.
That's what I was gonna
when
say,
setting
yeah.
this up, and they declined.
Oh, okay.
Now, they may be doing it on their own.
They didn't take part in the program when we set forth the public school program. But it wasn't as if we did not reach out to them.
Oh, okay, yeah, I just wasn't sure. I was just thinking about that today. Just wanted to ask if
Oh, yeah. When I pick up Reagan every day, there's an armed security guard over at the, right outside the preschool.
oh, nice.
So.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks, John. Any other member of the public wishing to make a public comment? John, Bruce? No? Okay. Everybody have a great day, great night.
Can we get a motion?
Oh, is that how this works, Karen?
I guess.
All right, at this time, I'll close public comment and make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz, sorry.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino. Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes, have a great night, everybody. Thank you all.
Thank you.